Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf, and welcome back to Sakura Spirit. Real quick, I want to apologize, I haven't put out a video in like 3 days, and that is because I was fixing my computer. My computer is pretty much fixed now. I had to fiddle with it a bunch. It took me a lot longer than I was expecting it to. But I think I fixed it now, so a lot of the FPS issues I've been having shouldn't be as much of a factor. However, that doesn't really mean much for this series, because this series didn't exactly have that many problems with it to begin with. So, that said, might be a little bit difficult for me to remember what was just going on. However, as far as I can recall, basically we just found out that the fox spirits, or the spirits in general, weren't originally from this world, and so they are kind of having to deal with that, but they're also trying to find a gate spell to, you know, travel across different worlds. And we basically had the fox spirits help save the village, and so they kind of trust them now. So we're kind of at that point where we're kind of, you know, getting together and, you know, not having all of the spirit versus human problems, at least in regards to the fox spirits. So that's kind of nice. Meanwhile, in a room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack. No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I belong here, don't I? Maybe you should sit down, or, like, lay back or something? I can get you a pillow if you'd like, or... No, you cannot possibly understand. You cannot know what it is like to have everything you knew, your whole life just pulled out from under you completely. Actually, I do. What do you mean? It was a while ago now. I was still just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an incident involving these other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was this big fire and my parents got trapped inside. They never made it out. So, yeah, don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. I am sorry. I do not know. I could not have known. That almost makes it worse. You should know. You should know exactly what it did to me, how it made me feel. Pardon? I do not know what you're talking about. Narumi, was it? Narutan. What? Yeah, did these two know each other? I was getting that impression. Oh man, is there like a memory issue going on here? That's what you used to call me, Chi-chan. You used to call me Narutan. We used to play together almost every day. That's how you should know. I was with you when the incident happened, and you don't even remember. The girl collapsed onto one knee, clutching her head. I remember. The village glowing orange. A girl younger, resembling you. Why could I not remember this before? Machiko? My head hurts. I remember. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed for your parents, and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us, all spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Narutan, I'm so sorry. You know, it's so hard for me to get into the voices after, like, on a new session. It's really hard for me to get into the voices of them. So I apologize. It's kind of ruining the mood that's going on here. This is supposed to be, like, a really deep moment. And as for the scene itself, it's not terrible. Like, as for a plot development, it's not horrible. It's kind of sudden. But, you know, I don't mind it. It's kind of a nice change of pace, you know? We needed some, like, emotional tension in there. The fox spirit reached out for the guard, who pulled back instinctively. As she did, the pain seemed to disappear, and Machiko looked more relieved than anything. No, not yet. I can't just forget about all that. It isn't that easy. But you did stand up to that slime creature, the one you called Sakura. You risked your life for Mio, and for the village, and that's worth giving you a chance for. I can't promise a miracle, though, because she barely even listens to me, but I'll try to talk her down. She really isn't the cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance, Marutan. I promise Maiko and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident? I'd rather not. It isn't a happy story. But if you do me a favor, I might be more willing to tell you more. I want to get stronger. I couldn't do anything earlier today. I couldn't protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that, but that Takahito guy knows some pretty flashy moves. If you get him to teach me some, I'll tell you about what happened. Deal, Chi-chan? I am not too sure. That seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me, just a little? Always the charmer, huh? Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger, like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. There's a little stream there that we used to fish in. Sometimes you'd sneak into the village with me and we'd play pranks on the shop owners, knocking on doors and running away. Silly kid stuff. You'd even show me your magic, your illusion abilities, but you said you didn't like doing it all that much because it made Maiko cry. That's right. When Maiko saw me transform for the first time, she got so scared she ran away and nearly hurt herself. Transform? What do you transform into? How could I possibly have forgotten that? Naruto, thank you for telling me that. I swear I will get Takakun to help you. Thank you. The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, the fox spirit began trembling. This is one of those moments where I kind of wish we had, you know, some art. Like, even if it is the style of art that this game loves, like the fan servicey stuff, like, some kind of art would have been nice to, you know, seal the moment, you know? A lot of the time, that's kind of a good lead-up for it. It's kind of unfortunate. Hey, come now. We should probably get back to the others. They're probably wondering where we've gone. Forgive me for my absence. I must admit, I did not expect such revelations. Takakun, have you explained the situation? Yeah, I think they get it now. But it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you. I do believe it will be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of the fox spirits. While I can't promise that friendships will be forged today, let it be known that from now on the fox spirits are welcome in our village and will receive the same respect as any guests should. Thank you, Elder-sama. My sister and I are very grateful for your hospitality. However, the laws of this village shall apply to you three as well. Takahiro-kun, I believe it will be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, I leave him in your care. Okay, so this is where we're getting to the point where it's like, Machiko and Maiko are going to go back to their house, and we're going to stay in the village for a while with Narumi and Mio. And so now we're going to get to know these two, and so that's kind of where it was going. I thought that's what was going to happen. And try not to put him in that cell, you two. She's like, I give no fucking promises, bro. You got it, Ajisama. We'll do our best. What about Maiko-chan and Machiko-san? I would like them to stay here for the time being. We need to discuss what to do, should the other spirits choose to return. Elder-sama, I would like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. I also believe it would serve me well to hear this firsthand. Of course, I expected nothing, Tsukino Dono. I expected nothing less, I think that's supposed to say. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, how about you take Takahiro-kun out for a walk? Oh, get special one-on-one time with Narumi, and she's gonna ask for some moves. And do not think that this is a date, young man. You are going to need more than that show earlier to earn the right to date my granddaughter. Men laughed heartily as I blushed, smiling weakly. At least I wouldn't end up cuffed and brought to a jail cell this time. Maybe it'd even turn out to be a pleasant experience. It didn't. Nice. I love that. I love how sudden that is. Even the elements seem to be working against the village today. Barely a minute into the walk, the skies let loose and we were both soaked through within seconds. Oh boy, are we going to have the classic, oh no, we need to go inside and take our clothes off because it'll be cold. We're going to get a cold. Letting out a yelp, Narumi grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the nearest shelter. Is it Narumi or Narumi? I think it's Narumi. Oh, ew, rainfall this suddenly. That's just typical. Today just went from bad to worse. Thought it'd take more than a bit of rain to douse your warrior spirit. Ha! Warrior spirit. Yeah, I really had that by the bucketful today, didn't I? You sound different from the last time we met. I was practically expecting you to shout, ha! If you want to stop the great Narumi, you better up your act, Mother Nature. Send me a tsunami, an earthquake, or a tornado my way, and you might just stand a chance. Yeah, well, that was before I realized what a weak, cowardly person I am. Wouldn't take all that to stop me. I'm not that great. I'm just a girl who's trying to impress someone. Just takes a drizzle to stop me. Geez, now she's going depression mode. I frowned for a moment, trying to think of how to respond. It looked like her inability to stop the slime girl from causing havoc had led... That comma I don't think should be there. It led Narumi to feel like she had failed somehow. It was then that I recalled a certain scenario and decided to act. I swiftly grabbed a hold of Narumi's shoulder while my other arm wrapped around her own, almost as though I was about to comfort her. I decided to use a judo technique. Pretending to be the hero of some manga, preparing himself for a secret technique, I shouted proudly. What? Hey, stop! Oh my god. Tsunami Komi Goshi! I think I can't I don't know if I said that right. I wasn't reading it. I wasn't reading it slowly, so I might have gotten that wrong. Having practiced judo since I was a kid, I easily spun the girl over my shoulder and onto her back in the rainy grass. My eyes were sharp as they looked down at her, repeating the words I remembered from a certain manga. Is this a reference I should be getting? Because I don't get any reference right now. If you let one loss break your spirit, you're not suited for the life of a warrior. The stronger the people around you, the more you should improve. That doesn't mean anything. You took me by surprise is all. You act like you were going to kiss me, and then you tossed me on my back. I wasn't planning to kiss you, and now I forgot my heroic speech. Get up and grab your weapon, Narumi. If words won't cheer you up, then let's talk like warriors do. Through battle! Wait here. Oh boy. The woman pushed herself upwards and barged past me, stomping into a nearby building. Only now did I recognize it as the building I'd been held in the day before. I waited under the wooden slats of the shelter as the rain continued. A few moments later, I heard a loud thud, and through the doors, Narumi burst. Well, we're going to figure out what she does on the next episode, guys. I'm glad to be back. It's been a while. It's been crazy. I've had a bunch of London preparations going on, and I had to fix my computer, and I had some recording issues earlier, which wasn't because of my computer, but was because of something else. It's been crazy. But regardless, that is going to do it for me today. I'm glad that we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this game. Like, the plot and the plot and everything seems to be starting to shape up a lot. It's not the best plot ever, obviously, but, like, it's acceptable in my opinion. It's not great. It's not, like, the worst thing I've ever seen, so it's acceptable. And I like that we're kind of having some development of these characters here and, you know, showing that as much as it might be disagreed upon by some people, these are characters. They're not just women with boobs. They're characters that have emotions and things, so it's kind of nice to respect the characters and look at their development. So I'm glad to see that there's a little bit of character development going on. I wasn't the biggest fan of how they revealed Machiko's memories. I like how they led into it with Narumi having like the traumatization and like the bad like event happen in her past. But I think Machiko, I think there should have been some like other events take place for Machiko to, you know, have a revelation, not just Narumi reminding her. Because that made it seem like it was like, oh, yeah, I guess I was a friend of yours, and I guess we did like love each other, and you know, then your family got destroyed and killed. Like that seems rushed, and that seems like that doesn't seem realistic at all. So I say realistic, realizing this game isn't at all realistic, but still, I kind of wish that they would have elaborated on that a little bit better, like had some kind of event take place where Machiko could have remembered in a bit more proper manner, in my opinion. But regardless, like I said, I do like how they led into that. I do like the backstory that they've got going with Narumi and that and why she was traumatized. So that was pretty good. But regardless, that's going to do it for me today, guys. The rest of that's for another time. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. I will always read them, and I will always take them into account. I apologize once more for not being around for the past 3 days. Please expect the videos to continue. I hope I can get them going at the same rate that I've had in the past, but we'll see. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time on Sakura Spirits.